Hi, I'm Bill Search, and this is your regular dose of small group leader encouragement. And today I want to talk to you about how to have a very fresh prayer time. Whether your group's been around for a long time or no time at all, prayer time can be awkward, or it can be mundane and dull. And so what are some things that you can do as a group leader to make sure your prayer time stays fresh? First suggestion I have is have a prayer time where you instruct everybody in the group just to use sentences when they pray. Meaning one sentence and then the next person prays. And they can't pray more than one sentence. If they want to pray two, they got to wait till their turn shows back up again. Now, this is tricky for some people because some people wax on and on and on and on in prayer. And sometimes they're beautiful, long prayers, and sometimes they're just long prayers. The sentence prayer is a great way to engage everybody. Everyone can offer a sentence up to God. And prayer time could go on for 10 minutes if you wanted it to, just using sentence prayers. Or it's a great way to have a brief but all-including prayer time. So, sentence prayers. You can also divide people up. This is great if your group's really large. Some small groups aren't so small. They just include and include and include, and they grow to their space. And sometimes they're so big that prayer time can take forever. So just divide people up in twos or fours or whatever is the number that makes the most sense. Divide people up. You could also, at some point in the evening, send out index cards to everybody. And everybody takes the index card and they write their prayer requests on it, and then they swap with somebody that they didn't drive there with. Make sure if couples are in your group that husbands and wives aren't swapping, but that way husbands and wives get to pray for one another. Great way to create prayer partners in your group and incorporate prayer time outside of your group. Write it down on an index card. Or have a prayer time that's praise only. In other words, you can only thank God for his provision or his attributes or something else that you're praising him for. No requests allowed. Don't go to God during this prayer time with your lists of things you're hoping for. Just thank him for who he is and what he has done. You could also pray through Scripture. You can invite everybody in the group, find a sentence or a paragraph of Scripture, and then during prayer time, read it out loud as a prayer to God. You'll be surprised how much Scripture is beautifully used as prayer. Or paraphrase the Psalms in your own words. This is another thing that you could do. The Psalm book is the prayer book of the Bible. So if you just take the Psalms and put them in your own words, you got some pretty good prayers right there in the Psalms. If you don't know how to paraphrase, then get something like Eugene Peterson's The Message. That's a pretty good paraphrase, and you could just pray through the Message version of the Psalms. You could also bring out an old hymn or a new hymn or a new praise song and read the lyrics or read the hymn book as a type of prayer. So much of the lyrics of some of the most beautifully written songs that we sing can be used as prayer. Hopefully you will find some of these things helpful. And we want to learn from you as always. So make sure you like the video, share the video, but also add in the comments area, what are some things that you do to keep your prayer time in your small group fresh? Let's learn together. Hopefully this has been helpful. As always, I'm Bill Search. See you next time.